Good morning, Cowboys. I'm Keisha, and I will be your host this morning. We hope you had a great week. Coming up on today's show, we highlight one woman making history in engineering and check in with one sport that is getting to compete. Today is Friday, March 5th, and KNU News Network starts right now. Welcome back. Last week we talked about class registration and the opportunity to take AP Art History, but this week we wanted to give you a little more insight about what this class really is. Speaking of history, here's Cadence with one woman who has made history in the world of engineering.
For our Women's History Month spotlight today, we wanted to venture into the world of engineering. While women make up 47% of the overall workforce, only 14% of engineers are women. Today we want to talk about one female engineer who came a long way to achieve her goals. Diana Trujillo is a Colombian aerospace engineer who works at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, or JPL. She leads the engineering team at JPL, which is responsible for the robotic arm of the vehicle called the Perseverance rover. She has worked on the Mars Curiosity rover as well. In addition to leading this engineering team, Trujillo also hosted the first ever Spanish-language NASA transmission of a planetary landing with the Perseverance rover on Mars last month. Diana Trujillo was born in Colombia but immigrated to the United States to pursue her dream in work at NASA at 17 years old with only $300 and very little knowledge of the English language. She took English classes after immigrating while also working as a housekeeper and held additional jobs as well to both pay for her classes and help her learn the language. Trujillo then attended the University of Florida and applied to the NASA Academy. She became the first Hispanic immigrant woman admitted to the program. After graduating with her bachelor's degree, she joined NASA in 2007 and was awarded the JPL Bruce Murray Award for Excellence in Education and Public Engagement in 2017. To learn more about influential female engineers, check out the link in our Instagram bio. In addition, check out our own Girls Who Code Club on campus for girls who are interested in computer science and engineering. This is Cadence Moore reporting. Back to you.
Thanks, Cadence. Switching over to Cowboy sports, cross country is having their first meet this Saturday. Here's Brandon with more.
After a year of not having any sports, the Canyon High cross-country team will finally get to compete this weekend. This long-awaited meet has been anticipated by athletes and coaching staff alike. Head cross-country coach George Velarde tells us how he and his team adjusted during this time at home.
With workout-wise, we've had, as a coaching staff, we've had to be very creative, obviously because of COVID. Our training at times has been interrupted because of COVID. There have been many times, weeks at a time, where we had to stop training, where we couldn't meet physically with the athletes. So we've had to do a lot of HIIT workouts. Obviously, we had to send calendar workouts to the athletes to follow. And obviously, if they had questions, they would contact us. So we're doing our very best under the circumstance.
While this pivot has been a challenge for athletes, it has not stopped senior Jason Velarde from working hard through this change.
And, when it first started and stuff, we couldn't meet as a team or anything, so I had to run on my own. That was a little hard, to be honest, but, after about a month, maybe 2 months, I finally got in the groove, But definitely running as a team is a lot more fun than running on your own for like 8 miles at a time. So
Even though Jason may only be able to compete in one cross-country meet, he's grateful and excited for the opportunity.
I'm really excited about the next meet. We didn't really have a cross country season because of COVID, but we finally got to have some type of track experience because obviously COVID started like right when we were starting up track last year. So I finally, especially in my senior year, I finally get to close it out pretty well, hopefully.
We look forward to seeing how our cross-country team does tomorrow. We'll report back with how they did next Friday. That's all from me. Back to you guys.
If you are still looking for an elective to take next year, both yearbook and journalism are now accepting applications. If you are interested or have any questions, feel free to email Mrs. Hanks for journalism and Ms. Holcomb for yearbook. If you are interested in starting a new career pathway, registration for CCR Extended Day classes is now open. There are over 40 classes to choose from, and they all help fulfill practical arts requirements and earn 5 to 10 elective credits. If you have any questions, email Ms. Dahlquist and check the bulletin for more details. Seniors, if you were an active leadership member your junior year and attended your family group meetings, check your email for more information regarding your graduation cord. The email is from Mrs. Hanks and has a purchase link. All purchases should be made by April 1st. Well, that's all for today's show. Be sure to keep up with us on Instagram and Twitter at CHS News Network. I'm Keisha Stewart. Have a safe and relaxing weekend, Cowboys.